The night was heavy on the downtown air, like a secret nobody could keep. I walked alone past the empty cafes where the city pretends to sleep. The streetlights flickered in patient rhythm, like they were counting every step I take. And for a moment I could swear they remembered the shape of the choices I'd make. A saxophone drifted from a distant doorway, soft as smoke on a winter wind. And suddenly I wasn't just passing through here, I was someone who had been. When the streetlights learned my name, they didn't say a word at all. They just followed me like memory down every shadowed hall. When the streetlights learned my name, the night felt closer than before, like it knew every version of me that ever walked this floor. There's a diner that stays open till morning, where the coffee never really sleeps. I sat by the window, tracing reflections of promises I couldn't keep. The waitress moved like she'd seen forever, fold itself into a plate. And every clock inside that building seemed to hesitate. Outside the city kept its distance, wearing neon like a worn-out crown. But inside that room, time got honest and finally slowed down. When the streetlights learned my name, they didn't say a word at all. They just followed me like memory down every shadowed hall. When the streetlights learned my name, the night felt closer than before, like it knew every version of me that ever walked this floor. Maybe the city keeps our secrets in its wires and its rain. Maybe every quiet corner remembers joy and pain. And maybe that's why I come back here when I don't know what to say, because something in these glowing streets still knows me anyway. Soft piano, low bass hum. Soft piano, low bass hum. Soft piano, low bass hum. Yeah. Soft piano, low bass hum. Soft piano, one by one, rain on glass, fading light, everything remembered in the night. When the streetlights learned my name, oh, stop pretending I was moved. Every glow became a witness to everything I've been through. When the streetlights learned my name, I finally understood the cost, that even in a city full of millions, some stories aren't lost. The night kept breathing through the power lines as I walked until the edge of dawn. And every streetlight I passed was whispering, you were never really gone. When the streetlights learned my name, oh, when the streetlights learned my name, learned my name, ooh, my name, ooh. There's a small shop on the corner of Monroe and Fifth, where the sign still hums in faded red. I stepped inside just to escape the rain, and found the past waiting instead. Rows of records leaning like old confessions, dusty sleeves and forgotten names. A slow saxophone from the overhead speaker, still burning through the gentle flames. The clerk didn't ask me what I was looking for. He just nodded like he already knew. Some people don't come here for music, they come here for you. Where the vinyl keeps spinning so softly it sounds like time. Every crack in the groove is a memory that still refuses to die. Where the vinyl keeps spinning in a room that the ears can't reach. Love is just a needle trembling on a worn-out masterpiece. I found the record we used to play on Sundays. Side A, already slightly worn. The same old song about lost devotion and a love that felt reborn. I swear I heard your laughter in the chorus between the hiss and the tape machine, like you were standing right beside me, somewhere inside the dream. Outside the city kept on moving, but in here nothing dared to change. Even the air felt older, like it knew your name. Where the vinyl keeps spinning so softly it sounds like time. Every crack in the groove is a memory that still refuses to die. Where the vinyl keeps spinning in a room that the ears can't reach. Love is just a needle trembling on a worn-out masterpiece. Maybe we don't really lose people, maybe they just change the song. And if you listen close enough between the static and the sound, they're still there, turning slowly in circles of yesterday. Soft piano, faint sax line, needle trembling out of time. Rain on glass, neon blue, every note still finding you. And the vinyl keeps spinning long after the shop goes dark. 1,000 little heartbreaks etched into the heart. Where the vinyl keeps spinning and nothing ever feels goodbye, just a song that never ends and a love that never dies. The clerk turned off the last of the lights. The street dissolved into the rain, but somewhere in the silence of the record, your voice still calls my name. started falling just before midnight, soft on the window, slow and wide. I lit a lamp in the corner of the room and let the silence settle inside. The record spins on a tight old player, hiss and crackle warm and thin, like it's telling me stories I half remember and half let in. Your name shows up in the rhythm of water on the fire escape outside, like the city is trying to sing me something it's been too long to hide. It's a song left in the rain that never made it to the street, falling between the rooftops and dissolving at my feet. It's a song left in the rain, still humming through the night. Every drop becomes a note of you in the fading light. I swear I hear a saxophone somewhere down the block in a distant bar, playing like it knows exactly how broken we are. The melody leans into the darkness like it's searching for your face, and every chord feels slightly unfinished, like love erased. I trace your ghost in the condensation on the glass where you once stood, and wonder if you ever think about the way we understood. It's a song left in the rain that never made it to the street, falling between the rooftops and dissolving at my feet. It's a song left in the rain, still humming through the night. Every drop becomes a note of you in the fading light. Maybe some love doesn't end, it just becomes weather, something that moves through everything without asking to stay forever. A storm that knows your name but never calls it out, just passes through your memory and leaves a quiet doubt. Soft piano, rain falls slow, low sax crying in undertow, streetlight blur, window pane, everything sounding like your name. Oh, it's a song left in the rain, still playing on repeat in every quiet corner of this empty city street. It's a song left in the rain that never learned goodbye, just keeps falling through my memory every time I try. The rain begins to soften into silence. The record reaches its last refrain, and somewhere between the night and morning, your voice becomes the rain. A song left in the rain. A song left in the rain. The evening settles slowly on the boulevard, like a curtain falling after the show. The neon signs awaken one by one, while the sky let go of its last gold. I was sitting by the window of a small cafe, watching strangers hurry through the rain, when a song came drifting from the radio and brought your memory back again. Not all at once, not like a storm, just quietly, like a familiar perfume returning to an empty room. The color of leaving wasn't black, wasn't blue. It was the fading light between the day and night, the last reflection of you. The color of leaving wasn't sorrow alone. It was love learning how to live after it had nowhere left to go. The waitress turned the chairs upon the tables. The street outside grew still and dim, and somewhere in the distance a saxophone played a melody, warm, thin. I remember the coat you left behind one winter, still hanging by the bedroom door. Neither of us ever spoke about it, but I knew what it was there for. Some hearts move on with certainty, others wander through the years, gathering little pieces of yesterday like souvenirs. Oh, the color of leaving wasn't black, wasn't blue. It was the fading light between the day and night, the last reflection of you. The color of leaving wasn't sorrow alone. It was love learning how to live after it had nowhere left to go. And maybe every goodbye leaves a shade behind, a color only the heart can see, a quiet hue painted across old memories and midnight streets where we used to be. Soft piano, rain tracing the window pane, old sax crying down the line. One lost love, one more time. The color of leaving still lingers in the evening air, in the silence after the music, in the spaces you once were. The color of leaving grows softer with the years, like a worn-out photograph touched by time and tears, yet somehow beautiful still. The cafe lights faded into darkness. The rain finally let go of the sky, and somewhere beyond the sleeping city, a lonely saxophone carried one last note into the night, into the years, into the color of leaving, the color of leaving. I found your name inside an old notebook tonight, written in blue ink, faded by the years, tucked between a grocery list and a phone number, like a little survivor of forgotten days. The lamp beside my bed burns soft and low, casting shadows across the wall, and the midnight train beyond the river sounds lonely enough to call. I almost wrote you a letter this evening, just to tell you how the seasons changed, how the maple trees outside my window still turn the same shade in the rain. But I folded up the paper quietly and let the silence keep its place. A letter never mailed still carries all the words, the ones that stayed behind my lips, the ones you never heard. Yesterday, time could never erase, and though it never found its way to you, it still found its way to my heart. The piano leans into a tired chord, like it remembers every song we knew. The saxophone answers from the darkness with a melody warm, soft and blue. I can still see us in that corner cafe where the jukebox played all night long. You'd smile before the chorus arrived, like you already knew the song. We were young enough to trust forever, old enough to know it wasn't promised, yet somehow we believed the moon above us would keep everything honest. A letter never mailed still carries all the words, the ones that stayed behind my lips, the ones you never heard. A letter never mailed lies somewhere between goodbye and grace, a little piece of yesterday time could never erase, and though it never found its way to you, it still found its way to my heart. Some loves don't end with slammed doors or shattered dreams. Some simply drift beyond the horizon, leaving behind their light, like a sunset lingering long after the sun The record crackles, the room grows still. The night keeps listening over the hill. A distant whistle, a passing car, a memory shining like a star. A letter never mailed, still rests inside a weathered drawer, holding all the tenderness I don't need to send anymore. A letter never mailed, yet somehow says enough that what we had was beautiful, and beautiful was enough. The lamp burns down to a golden ember. The saxophone fades into the night, and somewhere beneath the dust and paper, your name remains softly, like a letter never mailed. A letter never mailed. There's a diner down on Jefferson Street, open all night beneath a fading sign. I slipped inside around 12:15, just looking for a little peace of mind. The waitress poured my coffee without asking, like she'd seen this kind of heart before. And I took the last booth by the window, the one closest to the door. Inside, an old jukebox kept on singing to the lonely souls of the night. The last booth by the window still holds your shadow in the light, like you just stepped away a moment ago into the middle of the night. The last booth by song we used to love feels too alive to quit. The saxophone rose from the jukebox speaker, soft and weary, dressed in blue, the kind of sound that knows the difference between missing someone and loving them still. Slowly, while telling stories with your hands, laughing at things nobody else noticed, making ordinary moments grand. The years move like freight trains through the darkness, carrying whole seasons out of sight. Yet somehow here beneath these neon colors, you still feel close tonight. The last booth by the window still holds your shadow in the light, like you just stepped away a moment ago quit. Some loves become photographs, some become old letters, and some become places. A booth by a window, a favorite song, a rainy street, waiting quietly for your heart to return. Coffee cooling, neon humming, soft drums playing, midnight coming, needle turning, one more tune beneath the moon. The last booth by the window has watched 1,000 nights go by. Yet every time I sit here alone, it still remembers why. The last booth by the window, a small cathedral of the past, where love grows softer with the years, yet somehow seems to last. The waitress stacked the chairs around the room. The jukebox played its final song. The rain faded into the distance, and the first light of morning touched the glass of the last booth by the window. Where a piece of my heart still belongs, still belongs. There's a corner store on Willow in Maine, still open late beneath the neon glow. I stopped there tonight for a pack of matches, the way I used to so many years ago. The bell above the door still sings the same, a little tired, a little out of tune, and the radio behind the counter was playing an old familiar tune. For a second I could almost see you standing by the magazine rack, smiling while you teased me about something I'd long since forgotten but wanted back. Corner store memories waiting beneath the fluorescent light, little pieces of a lifetime returning in the middle of the night. Corner store memories hidden in ordinary things, a favorite song, a passing smile, the way the old bell rings. Mr. Parker still owns the place somehow, though his hair is silver now. He asked me how I'd been doing lately. I said, pretty good, and smiled somehow. The cooler hummed its low familiar harmony, the coffee machine breathed inside, and every little sound around me felt like a doorway open wide. I remembered walking home with you in summer, paper bags swinging in our hands, talking about records, dreams and movies, making all kinds of impossible plans. Corner store memories laughter, the everyday magic that became love. Soft piano, warm bass, rain outside, an empty space. Old neon, fading blue, everything reminds me a little of you. Corner store memories, living where the years can't reach, holding all the words we never said, and every lesson love could teach. Corner store memories, gentle as the midnight air, proof that some beautiful things never really leave, they simply wait there. The cashier switched off half the lights, the street grew quiet beyond the glass, and somewhere between the hum of the cooler and the crackle of the radio, I felt the past drift by, slow as smoke, soft as vinyl. Corner store memories. Corner store memories. Smoke over riverside, drifting through the night. The river wears a ribbon of reflected city light. I pull my coat a little closer to the wind and watch the water carry yesterday again. The old bridge hum beneath the passing cars like a low and weary harmony. And somewhere from an apartment up above, a saxophone was calling out to me. I leaned against the railing for a while, listening to the dark between the sounds, the kind of silence only midnight knows when no one else is around. Smoke over riverside, floating slow beneath the moon, like a memory that lost its way and wandered back too soon. Smoke over riverside, where the river and the night agree that some hearts keep on holding on to what they used to be. I remember how you loved the stretch of water, the way the lights would tremble in the tide. You said every reflection had a story, trying to find a place to hide. We'd sit for hours saying almost nothing, letting the city speak for us instead, watching boats drift through the darkness like thoughts inside our heads. Now the years have settled on those memories, soft as dust upon a shelf. But every now and then they rise again and introduce me to myself. Smoke over riverside, floating slow beneath the moon, like a memory that lost its way and wandered back too soon. Smoke over riverside, kept rolling toward the morning. The city slowly dimmed its lights. The saxophone vanished into the distance, and the smoke drifted on over Riverside, carrying your memory into another night. The street lamp outside my window paints a halo on the rain, and somewhere in the sleeping city, a lonely train calls your name. The clock keeps counting silent hours across the shadows on the wall, while old memories gather softly like autumn leaves in an empty hall. I told myself I'd stop believing in the ghosts of yesterday, but tonight they sit beside me and refuse to fade away. Nocturne for the forgotten, for the hearts that time passed by, for the dreams still hanging quietly between the earth and sky. Darkness, long after it slipped away. The piano speaks in broken whispers. The saxophone answers low and blue. Every note sounds like a confession. Every chord leads back to you. There's a photograph inside a drawer, curled at the corners from the years. I don't need to open it anymore. Your face is already here. Outside the rain keeps falling slowly across the city rooftops and signs, and every drop seems to carry a little piece of another time. Still hanging quietly between the earth and sky. Nocturne for the forgotten, for every love that couldn't stay, still glowing through the darkness long after it slipped bends gently toward the morning. The rain becomes a silver mist, and somewhere beyond the sleeping city, a melody survives for the forgotten, for the faithful, for the hearts that still remember. The rain has been falling since 10:30, tapping on my window like an old friend. The city lights are fading one by one, and here I am thinking of you again. The coffee's gone cold on the piano now. A record skips somewhere in the dark, and every little sound inside this room seems to echo through my heart. I told myself the feeling would disappear, like footprints washed away by time, but your memory still lingers in the silence, like the last line of a favorite rhyme. Or only visit briefly? If the night could talk, would it whisper your name to the moon? Would it tell me you're thinking of me too, in another lonely room? Oh, if the night could talk. A saxophone cries from a station downtown, soft and blue across the midnight air. It sounds like every promise we once made, still floating somewhere out there. I remember the way you'd close your eyes whenever your favorite song came on, like you were holding every note inside you, trying to make the feeling strong. Move slowly through the window glass, like smoke drifting under a streetlight glow, and every passing season brings me one more reason not to let you go. the fading vinyl, I swear I hear your voice, just for a moment, just like before. If the night could talk, the carnival closed down 3 weeks ago, but the Ferris wheel still stands by the shore, silent against the evening sky, like it's waiting for something more. The boardwalk lights are fewer now, the crowds have all but disappeared. Only the ocean keeps its promise, returning year after year. I walk the length of the empty pier tonight, with my hands buried deep in my coat, and every wave that touched the wooden pilings seemed to carry an old note, a melody we used to hum together back when the days were long and new. The last thing the summer knew was the sound of me loving you, before the leaves began to fall, before the cold wind found us all. The last thing the summer knew was your hand reaching out for mine, like we believed the golden light could somehow stop the hands of time. The little motel by the highway still glows beneath its weathered sign, and the jukebox in the lobby corner still struggles to keep perfect time. There's a photograph taped behind the counter of a beach crowd from years ago, everybody smiling at the camera before they knew what they would lose. I searched those faded faces carefully, though I already knew the truth. The people we once were are gone now, along with our reckless youth. Yet some nights they return for a visit. The last thing the summer knew was the sound of me loving you, before the leaves began to fall, before the cold wind found us all. The last thing the summer knew was your hand reaching out for mine, like we believed the golden light could somehow before the coming rain. The waves kept rolling toward the shoreline. The Ferris wheel stood still against the stars. And somewhere beyond the dark horizon, the summer carried our names away, softly, like a song fading from a transistor radio. The last thing the summer knew. The last thing the summer knew. There's a payphone by the diner on Route 9, standing lonely beneath a flickering light. I passed it on my way home this evening, and it pulled me back into another night. The coffee cups were steaming on the counter. The jukebox glowed red, amber, and blue. And somewhere between the sound of silverware, I fell into a memory of you. You used to call me from that payphone when the world felt bigger than our years. Your voice would travel through the static, soft as hope, clear as tears. The payphone by the diner, still standing in the midnight rain, like it's waiting for a call that never came, or a love that never left the same. The payphone by the diner, no secrets no one else could know. How two hearts can drift apart with time, yet never truly let go. The waitress still remembers everybody, or at least she says she tries. She poured my coffee and smiled politely, like she'd seen the look in my eyes. A saxophone was playing from the jukebox, low and aching through the room, the kind of melody that finds old feelings hidden in forgotten corners of the soul. I watched the headlights passing on the highway, each one disappearing into the dark, and wondered if somewhere beyond the distance you still carry a piece of my heart. The payphone by the diner, still standing in the midnight rain, like it's waiting for a call that never came, The rain grows softer on the pavement. The diner closes for the night. The payphone stands alone beneath the streetlight, silent, faithful, still listening, like an old soul waiting for one last call. I walk past the record shop on Elm Street tonight, the one where we used to spend whole afternoons, searching through stacks of forgotten melodies, while the jukebox played old love tunes. The neon sign was flickering in the rain, just like it did back then. For a moment I could almost see you there, stepping through the door again. The owner still keeps the lights on late, and the same old records line the wall. Funny how some places barely change at all, while people do. At the record shop on Elm Street, your memory came walking through, hidden in the crackle of the vinyl, and every song that reminded me of you. Shop on Elm Street, time felt gentle, time felt kind, like the years it folded quietly away and left the sweetest parts behind. A saxophone drifted from the speakers, soft as cigarette smoke in the blue. The singer sounded like she knew something about losing someone like you. I found the album we used to argue over. You said the second side was the best. I smiled, remembering how stubborn you could be, and how I pretend to disagree. Outside, the rain painted silver circles on the pavement beneath the streetlight glow. The whole town felt like an old photograph, worn at the edges, beautiful and slow. At the record shop on Elm Street, your memory came walking through, like the years it folded quietly away and left the sweetest parts behind. Some people leave, but never completely. They stay in songs and street corners and little places the heart refuses to forget. Maybe that's why music hurts sometimes, because it remembers everything. Oh, piano, soft drums, rain falling one by one, needle turning past midnight, holding on to a little light. At the record shop on Elm Street, I found a piece of yesterday. Not enough to bring you back, but enough to make me stay. At the record shop on Elm Street, where memories and melodies meet, I learned that love can fade from sight, yet never leave the beat. The owner locked the door around midnight. The neon sign surrendered to the rain. And somewhere in the hiss of an old vinyl record, I heard your laughter for just a second. Then the song played on at the record shop on Elm Street. At the record shop on Elm Street. At the record shop on Elm Street. The night was heavy on the downtown air, like a secret nobody could keep. I walked alone past the empty cafes where the city pretends to sleep. The streetlights flickered in patient rhythm, like they were counting every step I take. And for a moment I could swear they remembered the shape of the choices I'd make. The saxophone drifted from a distant doorway, soft as smoke on a winter wind. And suddenly I wasn't just passing through here, I was someone who had been. When the streetlights learned my name, they didn't say a word at all. They just followed me like memory down every shadowed hall. The streetlights learned my name. The night felt closer than before, like it knew every version of me that ever walked this floor. There's a diner that stays open till morning, where the coffee never really sleeps. I sat by the window tracing reflections of promises I couldn't keep. The waitress moved like she'd seen forever, fold itself into a plate, and every clock inside that building seemed to hesitate. Outside, the city kept its distance, wearing neon like a worn-out crown. But inside that room, time got honest and finally slowed down. When the streetlights learned my name, they didn't say a word at all. They just followed me like memory down every shadowed hall. And the streetlights learned my name. The night felt closer than before, like it knew every version of me that ever walked this floor. Maybe the city keeps our secrets in its wires and its ring. Maybe every quiet corner remembers joy and pain. And maybe that's why I come back here when I don't know what to say, because something in these glowing streets still knows me anyway. Soft piano, low bass hum. The night kept breathing through the power lines as I walked until the edge of dawn. And every street light I passed was whispering, you were never really gone. When the street The neon sign still burns above the corner bar, throwing red and blue across the rain-soaked street. I hadn't been down here in years, but tonight my feet brought me back. The same old jukebox stands against the wall, its chrome worn soft by 1,000 hands. And the bartender looks a little older now, like every man eventually understands. Slow piano drifts across the room, wrapped in cigarette smoke in yesterday. And suddenly the distance of a decade feels only one song away. The neon sign still burns, just like it did when we were young, shining through the darkness long after the music's done. The neon sign still burns, though so many things have changed. And standing in its glow tonight, I can almost hear your name. There used to be a booth beside the window where we'd spend whole evenings after work, talking about records and impossible futures, like time would always wait for us. You laugh and tip your head back slightly whenever the saxophone would play, and every soul in the room seemed brighter just because you were that way. Now the booth is filled with strangers, living stories of their own, and I realize that's how life moves forward without asking if we're ready to let go. The neon sign still burns, just like it did when we were young, shining through the darkness long after the music's done. The neon sign almost hear your name. Maybe love doesn't disappear. Maybe it changes addresses, moves into old songs, empty booths, rainy streets, and quiet hearts that still remember. Soft drums, slow sax, midnight train, fading tracks, one last record spinning slow, one old feeling refusing to go. The neon sign still burns above the avenue tonight, like a small and faithful lighthouse holding on against the night. The neon sign still burns, and maybe that's enough for me. A little proof that beautiful things leave behind their light. The bartender turned the chairs upside down. The jukebox played its final refrain. Outside, the rain kept falling softly, and the neon sign kept glowing. Red, blue, blue, red, blue, like a heartbeat that never forgot. The neon sign still burns. The neon sign still burns.